Maple Leaf Memories, Steve Elliott.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Do you have a childhood memory that sticks with you to this day? One that is so vivid, you can recall it as if it was yesterday, even though it took place many, many, many years ago. Tonight, I'm going to share one such memory that I have from my childhood. And hopefully it will inspire you to maybe create a memory for a younger person that you know. For you see, I have grown up an insufferable Toronto Maple Leaf fan. I have lived through the ups and, yes, the downs of being a Maple Leaf fan. And so, when I was turning 10, my uncle gave me a great birthday/Christmas present, because I happened to be born in the month of December. And it was tickets to my first Maple Leaf game at Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens. I was excited! I was going to see my heroes live! I was going to breathe their same oxygen. I was beside myself. And so the fateful day came, and I can still recall being packed into the subway like sardines as we jostled our way down to College Station. We get out with the masses and find ourselves heading up the snowy, sludgy stairs. I smell the smell of the street and all the activity and the veracity of the scalpers. Tickets? Who needs tickets? I remember as a 10-year-old thinking, my goodness, I've stepped into another world. We move with the masses towards the gardens, and there, in the marquee, Toronto versus Montreal, 8 p.m. It's not a dream. I'm here. I head to the front doors and hand my ticket over to the blue-suited gentleman, who rips my stub and gives it back to me. I walk in, and I'm immediately hit with the aroma of stale popcorn. But I love it. And I'm taking it all in as we go up the escalators to our blue seats at Maple Leaf Gardens. I sit with my uncle, and I listen as Jimmy Holstrom plays organ music, and the crowd begins to fill in. And I remember thinking, this place looks a lot bigger than it does on TV. There's 16,000 people watching this game. I am beside myself as my team takes to the ice. We all cheer loudly, of course, with that passion Leaf fandom that we have, cheering them on to what we hope will be victory. The Canadians take the ice, and we rain down boos on them, hoping that they'll be jinxed and won't play a good game against our Toronto Maple Leafs. And so the first period comes. And the Leafs start off to their unaccustomed slow start, but that's okay, we'll get it back. I'm just in awe of watching the blue and white as they move back and forth with the ice, the speed of the puck, the body checks. It's an incredible scene. The first period is over. And then comes one of the highlights for me. I get to see a Zamboni. I've never seen one before. And out it comes onto the ice to clean the ice, and I sit in my seat with rapt attention. The second period comes. We've tied it up. I am thrilled. We're actually tied with the Montreal Canadiens, who, I should have mentioned, are one of the better teams at this era. I'm excited. But then the Canadiens score a late goal in the second period, and my excitement turns to despair. What's going to happen in this third period? Does anybody know the Stompin' Tom song, the hockey song? When he talks about the players storm the crease like bumblebees? That's what the Leafs do in the third period. Their pressure is relentless as they fire the puck. trying to get that elusive tying goal. And guess what? It happens! I jump out of my seat. I am thrilled. We've tied again. Now, can we complete the comeback? I look at the clock and see that the seconds are ticking away on the score clock, and I'm looking down, watching as the frantic action is taking place in front of me. I can't believe I'm witnessing this live. Suddenly, a miracle happens. We score with less than a minute left. I cannot believe my Leafs have won for me. Because in my brain, I figured they must know I'm there for my first game. We leave Maple Leaf Gardens on a tremendous high. I remember talking to my uncle all the way back on the subway ride about the game and what happened and who scored and those lousy refs that kept giving power plays to Montreal. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. What matters is I have this memory that I will take with me for the rest of my life. And now as a father, I look at my two boys and I can't wait to take them to their first game and give them that memory. My challenge for the audience would be to think of a young person in your life that would like to have that memory. It doesn't have to be a hockey game. It could be anything that would excite them. You will be making a bigger impact than you know. And I think sometimes as adults we forget that it's the little things that leave the greatest impact, especially on the younger generation. So think of that niece, that nephew, that grandchild, somebody in your life that you'd like to thrill with a first memory. And I say do it. Because like me, they will have this memory that they will take forward in their lives. Mr. Tesman.